Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it's time for a lower body day. And I thought today I would mess with some high bar squatting, and it actually felt pretty good, although, did feel a little weird, especially because I threw the squat shoes on, so it does tend to pitch me forward a little bit if I'm not careful. Because again, I have those weightlifting shoes on, but the single felt pretty good. I did one rep set. Right, we hit depth pretty easy on that single. And the rep set felt, again, off a little bit, but I felt like I got a tremendous stimulation in my quads. And that's really kind of the idea. When I go over to high bar, it's just so easy on my shoulders. Not that low bar was bothering me. But the other thing is I always get that fantastic quad stimulus from it. And I do want to work on my quads. And I realized, look, I can just do more posterior chain work. Not a big deal. Because, again, I started thinking about it, and I'm like, why am I even doing this calf work? My calves are massive. They're huge. Have they really gotten bigger? I measured them. They haven't grown at all. They're still the same big, massive size they were before I started the calf training, how many months ago. And I just feel like I'm just wasting gym time, right? I'm trying to keep these workouts under an hour. And I'm wasting gym time with it. I could be doing more posterior chain work. Be doing posterior chain work, plus it's just extra weight on my back. And if someone really had a calf weakness, I absolutely prescribe it. I have clients now who really, really need to bring their calves up. And we do multiple angles, and they're usually in commercial gyms, though, where they can do a standing, they can do a seated. I have like 4 clients like that right now. I don't need it. I can put all my axial loading into squats and deadlifts, and that's exactly what I did today. I did that, then I'm like, let's come over and do some deadlifts. Did, 535 single, and I threw 445 on the bar. Now, for people who are curious why I did that with the plates, it's just so that I have more plates free. It's just so I have more plates free, right? And I ended up loading the reverse hyper to the edges, and I may need to pull those red plates off. I can just start doing more deadlifting at red plates if I have to. To be honest, I feel like I need more weight on that machine for the stuff I'm doing. Right? And I've got all the blue plates to do it. But I did this because I had left some plates over on the bar and didn't want to pull them off yet. I'm like, let me just do this, because I was still debating if I was going to pull the calf raises out. All right, so I came over, did this, and did 445 for 10. Right? I decided to stop at 10. I didn't know how many reps I was going to get. I'm like, let me just drop down. I did that 535, felt nice and easy, which it should for me. It's not a true max. And I'm like, let me just do a nice, real good set. I got to 10 reps. I'm like, I'm going to stop there. Let's not pull anything. High quality set. And it was fatiguing enough that when I went to these glute ham raises, I realized how fatiguing it was. Right? I realized how fatiguing it was. Because I grabbed 20 pounds, I only got like 6 reps. I went down to 10 and I only got 8. I can do sets of 12 on these after only a training max. Right? We've seen me do it. So, again, the case of those deadlifts were, I guess, more fatiguing than I thought. The funny thing is, I did enough work between just the squats and deadlifts. I could have walked away right there. And quite frankly, I feel like I would have got a training response. And that's kind of the point with that sort of workload. People get more out of it than they realize. But I like doing the squats and deadlifts both in the same session. So these, I loaded this up heavier. And of course, once I get it moving, it gets easier. But I took these sets to failure. Right? I'm like, well, since I'm not going to do a huge amount of volume, because really, if we don't count the training maxes, I did 2 work sets for quads, squats, deadlifts. Like, let's make sure we get 3 really high quality sets. I'm going to start taking stuff like this to failure more, just like I do with my curls. All right? Took these to where when I went to do a rep, I felt like I couldn't do another one. Of course, you guys can see these angles, as I've said. I feel like I'm holding a little more boof around the waist from the extra salt I've had. I'm probably going to work some of that back down over the coming weeks. It'll probably tighten up more. But again, the name of the game, I haven't really been cutting. I've been staying at the same weight the last couple of weeks. Not been worried about it. I'm like, look, let's just make some gains in the gym without really gaining any body weight. So as soon as I go back into a deficit, stuff will keep tightening up. But again, there's still the loose skin from having lost over 100 pounds with that little bit of body fat still adhering to it. And what do we do about that? We just diet it down. Right? Keep working on getting leaner. It'll diet off. It'll tighten up. And that's really kind of the goals. Obviously, we want everything to improve. That's why I'm pushing lifts like I'm doing now, hard stuff like this to failure. Doing a pretty high tonnage deadlift set like that. I want everything to grow, but the priority is the arms. And again, I think everyone universally agrees. Trim 4 inches off the waistline, add an inch to my arms. I'll look like a new person, right? Keep moving forward, keep improving. And I kind of liked that, doing the training max and then a back off set on a squat and deadlift, because those are lifts that I do feel like our recovery gets buried, but they bring so much to the table. But if we just have really high quality sets on them, they do so much, and then I can come in and do all this pump work right behind it. But I may build some of that back up to 3 sets of squats. I don't know. I have to think about what I want to do with my volume and basically assess my recovery. And I think that's the thing when people are like, why do you adjust stuff like that? Because it's all about recovery. It's all about recovery. I'm really enjoying the fact that right now I feel good day to day. I feel good on my off days. Okay? I don't feel beat up. The only thing that's been sore is my arms. And yes, I have bicep DOMs today. I have tricep DOMs today. So that really hard arm work that I'm doing is giving me soreness. And it's noticeable even as I'm sitting here now. But that's okay. It's okay. Because those are my weakest links. My arms are my weakest link. So really we just have to get leaner and tighter and bring up my arms. Be in a good place. All right? Make that the goal for the year. That'll be the goal for the year. So turn 48 later this year, and that should be the good goal. Let's see if we can get these arms an inch bigger and get the waistline and body fat a little tighter. Get that loose skin tighter, burn some of the skin off. And obviously we want good strength. We want to make progress on all this stuff in it, and it's totally doable. All right? Totally doable. But again, I don't think we even need any more. I'm at a point in the game I don't need true dedicated bulks and cuts. I can drop a few pounds here or there, then maintain if I need to, gain a pound, drop a couple, right? Keep the diet clean, keep the training hard, and just work on overall improving body composition, getting stronger, improving our weak links. Okay? Month after month, year after year. I really think that is the way to go for the more advanced lifter, particularly as we get older. It works. And then I did 3 sets of each of those, and then I finished off with this heavy weight, right? This heavy weight on there. I just did a set to failure. I think I got about 18 reps, and then I just couldn't do any more. One good all-out set on the reverse hypers, right? Just to finish stuff off and to help put that back in traction. So I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys next time.